Hello, Leo. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Bonefire Tarot by Gabby Angus West. Supportive Oracle cards, Wisdom of the House of Night, and right here above the barcode it says who created them. If it focuses, hopefully it is. If you look for either deck on Amazon, though, you should easily be able to find them. Let's move those there. What do we got going on? Down here. Yep. Okay. There's like a big open spot here. What's up with that? Alright, we're gonna find out. Okay, well that explains a lot. There's a face down card in the environment I feel is going to make a lot of sense when we get to the end. Let's just get started and see where this is going. You come into this, I love the energy you're coming into this with. High Priestess of Earth and the High Priestess of Water. Now these are complementing energies. These are energies telling me when you step into this situation, when you're stepping into the arena, your heart and your plan and where you see yourself going, you're on point. You're like, I am invested in this, emotionally invested in this. I got the staying power. I'm not expecting this to be easy the whole way. I'm seeing some up and down battles, but I'm gonna do it. And you're on point with like, yeah, you know, there's gonna be some work to be done, but I'm gonna do it. It's not always gonna be fun, but I'm gonna make it. You know what though? It's not always gonna be bad, and I'm gonna enjoy more of this than I'm not. You're on point with it. You're excited about it. You're good. Now, this is where it gets very interesting right off the bat. Four of Wands. Everybody seems to be committed to the situation. But the invisible card is right below it in the environment. People are agreeing to this, and at the moment they're agreeing to it, they do mean it. But it's kind of like you're having the forethought, like, I'm agreeing to it now, and you've looked forward to the future, like, and I know what I'm getting myself into. That's where you're standing. This other energy seems to be giving that impression, but basically they're agreeing in the moment. It's kind of like a flash in the pan feel. They agree for now, but they're not taking into account things coming forward towards them, things coming at them, things, you know, them wanting to change direction. You seem to be on point with it. Like, yeah, I know I'm going to want to change direction, but I'm not going to because I've already committed to it and I've decided I will not. Them, on the other hand, they're not looking that deep into it. I feel like it's a little superficial feel. The invisible is telling me other possibilities coming forward to them. They're not taking that into account. That's what I'm really feeling with that. Because when it starts off, initially there's a lot of focus, a lot of drive, a lot of let's get going forward, let's do this. And it seems like things are okay. And you're enjoying the situation. It's kind of like you're holding up your end of the bargain, they're holding up theirs. You know what you need to do, they know what they need to do. Everybody seems to be okay. You enjoy this to start off with. There seems to be a lot that needs to get done, but you're thriving with it. You're like, yeah, but, you know, I'm not looking to sit here and twiddle my thumbs anyway. I didn't say, yeah, I want to do this just so I could sit there and go, I'm not looking for that. Where did that come from? There you go. I got involved because I wanted to be an active participant, and there's a lot to do, and I'm enjoying this, and I'm succeeding at it. It's kind of like the more you succeed, the more you're amped up to keep doing more. You're good. This is face down in the environment. Movement. You're thriving, you're holding up your end, you're thinking this is good, everything is great. This in the environment is telling me other people, like, it is upside down a little bit, because I feel like it's a little bit under the radar. People are already finding other opportunities. Something else, this invisible opportunity coming forward to someone else is presenting itself, And I feel like somebody is going through the motions and really like digging in and trying to find out, is this opportunity for me or not? Somebody else is considering other options at this point. But it's face down and it's upside down, so there's a little bit like it's not happening right off the bat. It will happen is what I'm getting, because I'm seeing what's coming forward, just to be fair. But when they're first unearthing what's here, they're not telling other people about it. And they're just kind of like, it's almost like, well, I'm just considering options. That's all. I'm not saying I'm going to do it. I'm just considering options. But they're keeping it so quiet that nobody knows they're considering these options. Then they bring it forward with the Knight of Pentacles. They are starting to put forward that they're looking into other things. I feel like this is almost like a 2-week notice that's actually a month notice. I feel like it's one of those things. Kind of like, well, you know, I know we were going to do this and that, but I've found some other things I'd rather do. But I'm going to give you some extra time so you can replace me as needed. And it's the Knight of Coins, Knight of Pentacles, same difference, where they're telling you that they're moving on. But it's going to be a long while before they do. But they are. I feel like they're giving you a long... It's almost like in their mind, if they give you an extra time for you to get used to it, in their mind it's okay. Like, I've changed my mind, but here's some extra time for you to find a replacement. It's like instead of the normal 2-week notice, like a month and a half notice. Like, yeah, I thought I was going to be a part of this for a long time, but things have changed, and I found other opportunities that I'd rather have. But since I know that I committed to this and you were counting on me, I'm going to give you a month and a half notice. That way you have more than ample time to find somebody else to pick up the slack I'm going to leave behind. When this happens, though, you're not... No. Like, this card is jumping. Like, I'm having a hard time holding on to it. You're not impressed. You're not happy. No, not at all. Things, like, seem like you're just... I feel at first you're in disbelief. Like, you're going to what? Like, wait a minute, what? It's almost like we just started this situation. It's going well. We've just started. It's going well. Why were you looking other places, and what do you mean you're leaving? Like, to you, you're not getting the Tower card, but you're getting the Moon, almost like you're in disbelief at first. Like, why? Like, we're doing well. Why are you going while we're doing well? Because you're coming from this Ten of Cups card, don't forget, into the Moon card. Kind of like, things are good. Like, you're going to leave now? Like, things are going well. Why are you doing that? And you're just kind of... I feel like you're in disbelief for a while. Kind of like, really? Like, seriously. I feel like when the time comes, this person is going to just... They're going to go. They got the Queen of Swords energy. They're going to cut ties when the time comes. They're giving you ample notice, is what I'm getting with the Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Coins in this deck. But when it comes time, it's like they said they were going to go on this date at this time. And when that date at that time comes, they're done. They're literally cutting it cold right at that moment. And I'm getting the Hermit card with you, touching the differences, kind of like you're not okay with this. You're not understanding it. It doesn't seem to make sense to you. Like, you understand what's happening and why. You get that. But, like, why in the sense of, like, they said they were going to go. And they're going towards that, you get that. But why they chose that and why they're going now, you're just kind of like, that's weird. Like, something doesn't feel right to you. Like, it's a little off balance. I don't see a big controversy. I just feel like you're trying... Like, some of it doesn't make sense. Like, the Hermit card is kind of like, I don't understand. It was going well. Like, why did they choose to leave? This person is done. When this person leaves, like, you got the conclusion. Like, this is it. You're done with that person. I don't feel like you're ever going to get the answer why they left. I'm getting there's other things behind the scenes. When I get visions on their side for the ending, I don't see this information coming towards you. There was things that they knew and things that they were dealing with that they didn't like. There was, like, I almost feel like for some of you, the people you're dealing with, they were having problems with other people. They were having other issues that they didn't want to come to light. And instead of taking the risk of these problems coming to light, they abandoned it. To them, it was a better outcome because they don't have to deal with certain problems. I'm getting two analogies here. One, some of you are dealing in a work situation, and I feel like there's another person involved with this, and they were possibly going to end up in trouble or have to answer to some problem. The only way out of it was to find another job. That's one. For others of you, I feel like this was a partner. And I feel like you're kind of like, but we were getting along so well, I don't understand. And you're still kind of bewildered by this situation when this ends. They may have done something, like they may have cheated on you, is what I'm getting. But instead of owning up to it, they just decided the better way to do this is just to end the situation and move on. Because they don't want you to know what happened, but they're realizing this would have been the outcome anyway. So instead of bringing it forward, honestly, like this is what happened, and having you end it, they're just ending it on their own where you don't ever really know what happened. Either way, this energy, I feel like there's something, especially with movement, upside down and face down, there's something that happens here. Whatever this person, whichever work, business, I don't feel like family would be really connecting, but it could be. You know, people just ditch in families too. They just move away because they don't want to deal with something. But this other energy did something that they don't want to have to answer to. That's the invisible too. Like they don't want people to know something that went on. And by exiting the situation, it no longer becomes a problem. And that's why they're exiting. And part of you know it. Part of you knows it. Like something isn't right here. It just doesn't make sense. Everything seemed like it was okay. Everybody seemed to be happy. We were succeeding. Why did this person walk away? Because they didn't want to answer to something later on down the road, is what I'm getting. And they're like, it was making them very nervous. And the only way to get out of it and not have to answer to it later, possibly, is to just step out of the situation and get into a whole new situation so it doesn't matter anymore. Patterns repeat. It's not on you, it's on them. I feel like patterns repeat. They're probably going to recreate this pattern somewhere else and have to deal with it somewhere else because patterns repeat. That's what I'm feeling. Some of them it wasn't that bad, but it's still something I feel like there's an escapism feel here. This person is out of your life. I feel like once they step out, even if it, for some of very limited few, maybe it's a family member that's moving away, you're not going to be that close to them again. I feel like whoever this is, however this connects to you, you won't be that close to this person again. It's not going to be an issue for you down the road. I just feel like let it go and let it be gone. This person has made their decision. I feel like you're going to be fine. They're just saying that when this ends, it's truly over. Just let it be done. Move yourself into a better place and just enjoy life. I just feel like they're saying, don't get caught up in answers you're not going to get. It's not worth it. I think we're done. I don't think it's bad. I just feel like I feel like, especially for you, those of you who are in a romantic relationship and somebody just decides to go, like they end the relationship and move on, ironically, I don't see you really upset about it. I just see you kind of bewildered by it more than anything else, ironically. I'm not getting great upsets. It's just kind of like, it's almost like, I guess it's for the best. I mean, if they were going to leave anyway, better now than later, I suppose. I don't see great upset. I don't see it. So even in that situation, I feel like you're picking yourself up and bouncing back fairly quickly. It's just accepting that it's done and being like, well, I guess it's done and moving on. You seem to be handling it quite well. So, all right. Thank you for watching. I hope that helps. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.